What's going on, everyone? So today, what are we doing? We are rebuilding the cartridge for the turbo, for the Evo 9 turbo. So this ought to be interesting because this will be my first time actually doing this. So I want you guys to let me know what you think, and we'll hopefully this works out the way I want it to. So let me know. Alright guys, first let me preface this by saying I've already taken this apart, so if it looks like I'm going kind of fast, it's only because I took this apart already and I figured out how it's supposed to go and things like that. Plus, I have these handy dandy instructions that come with the rebuild kit. Not every part in the rebuild kit is going to be used, and the only reason why I say that is because there's some C-clips in here, for example, that are already in here, and the C-clip, apparently the ones that are in here look like they're pretty, they're in there pretty good, and they're doing their job, so there's no reason for me to actually replace those. So like I said, let me know what you guys think about this, and we're gonna get started. So alright guys, so first thing we have to do is, being very careful when taking this apart, you're going to want to loosen this nut here that holds the compressor wheel. Now, the way you do that actually is you use another a socket or a wrench. Hold it here, basically hold it here in place. I think this was a 13 and it's a 12 point, and then your reverse. These are reversed on, so you have to reverse this bolt off, basically, which I've already done. So wait, yep, right here. See, look at that bolt. Okay, that's not going to be reused because we have a new bolt in here. The compressor wheel comes. It doesn't take a whole lot of force, but you have to pull it off a little bit. Use some muscle, not a whole lot, but some. So that is not going to be reused. If you are going to reuse this, be very careful because these bend very easily, and obviously you don't want these to bend. But this is getting replaced with that one right there. Yeah, if you can see that. Anyway, so normally you see this plate right here that's actually sitting up. There is a C-clip that holds that in, and like I said, I already took the C-clip out because I had already taken apart I had already taken this apart. So anyway, so what you would normally do is to get this out, try using a rubber mallet. Do not use the metal end because you don't want to hit it here and then have an issue getting the bolt back on or nut back on. So here, I'll show you. Whoa. Out the way. There we go. Okay, so here, let me just put this back, and then I'll explain what has to come off, why this has to come off. Anyway, because this does not come out that easily. Like I said, there's normally a C-clip in here holding this in place. I had already taken it apart, so now we are going to remove. Okay, there we go. All right, so fortunately, for some reason, this bearing comes out really easily. I don't know why on this side. It could be worn. I'm not absolutely sure, but that's a bearing, and that's going to get replaced as well. So we don't need to reuse that. If you can see, which I'm not sure here, I'll put this down and bring you over here. I'm not sure. Let me grab. Guys, I just wanted to grab a pic. So if you can see right in there, I don't know how well, I'm trying not to get my hand in there, but there is a clip, and be very careful with pics. There's a clip right here. If you can see me moving it around, that it can be removed, but it takes some it takes some work to get it removed. But there are replacement clips that come with the kit, this kit here, to replace those. But since they're in there pretty good and it's a different type of clip, we're going to leave them in there because they've been doing their job. So we're going to leave that alone. One thing we do have to replace on here is this. There's a ring right here. You see that ring? That I am going to replace just because there's a new one in there and I want to make sure that this does its job properly. So, and you want to get it on the very top rung here, not the middle one. So we'll go ahead and just get that off, hopefully. Ring slides off pretty easily. Now before I put this all back together, I am going to want to clean this up. Just because, if you can see, my hands are getting oil on it, so I don't want to get that off somehow. God, for the love of Pete, I love when things are a pain in the butt to take off. Alright guys, so here you go. Got that ring off. It looks like, it's a little bent. So this right here, like I said, this is all grease, so I'm going to actually take this and brake clean the crap out of this just to get a lot of that grease off before I continue. Actually, let's do something else first. So anyway, this cap right here, this cap, as you can see, has a lot of oil on it. And fortunately, the kit comes with a new one, so I'm not going to be needing that either. We'll flip that over since that popped out, but it's a little concerning to me, but anyway. So the way this would work here, we'll put it all back in and I'll show you how to take it out. Ooh. Okay, there we go. So anyway, now I'm going to show you how to do this. Anyway, so this right here is normally C-clipped in, this plate. It's no longer C-clipped in anymore, so like I said, that comes out. But it doesn't come out as easily as I just made it look. You're going to want to, if you don't have them, buy some picks to help pry that out of there. Normally, there is a O-ring here, black one. I've already taken that out as well. You know, just because, like I said, I pulled the turbo apart. This plate, normally the O-ring is what kind of keeps it there, but actually, there you go. This plate, the kit comes with a brand new one, so that's going. This is also going. Now, in here, normally on most turbos, this bearing here is C-clipped in. For some reason, Mitsubishi didn't C-clip this in, which is interesting. The plate in this little thing here holds it there. So, you know, it is what it is. So, now that I got that bearing out, there is another, if you can see down there, sorry, let me know. There's another weird clip. It's right here. And that also seems to be doing the job it's supposed to do. So I'm going to leave that in there. You know, it's just kind of one of those things where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I'm going to take this outside, get it all brake cleaned off, because you see how messy that is. And then we'll get back to actually reassembling this, and then reassembling the whole entire turbo. I did, well, you'll see in a few minutes, or in a little bit, but I did paint the housing. So, let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, so I finished cleaning this. I used brake clean as well as on the exhaust wheel to get it cleaned. So now we're going to reassemble the cartridge. Hold on tight. There we go. Got my handy dandy directions and my kit. So where to start? We're going to start at the backside of the turbo, of the cartridge, sorry. Oh, what I did too was, this is oil, engine oil, just so that I could lube things up and get them, so that they fit properly, and, you know how that works. Yeah, we're going to move some of this stuff over. Alright, so let's get started here. So we are, okay, so remember I said we don't need the C-clip, so we're actually going to start with one of the bearings. And let me just get something cleaned off here. You want to kind of make sure that you don't scratch anything that's going in, like the bearings. Obviously they're important, and you also want to make sure that they're properly lubed up, which we'll do. Here, let's use this. So I am going to ever so carefully just place this, dip this in the oil, get it nice and lubed up there. Now it doesn't matter, there's no direction for how these, it doesn't matter how these go in. They're the same, they're not directional. So, all right. So, as you can see, that sits right in there. That's it for this, anyway. Nothing crazy. Alright. Next up, we're going to put the ring back on this. Now, there's 2 rings in this package, and one of these goes to something over here. Whoa. We'll show you in a second. Just want to make sure I don't lose that ring. Okay, remember this particular ring here goes on that second one to that second rung there, okay? Whew. This is kind of nerve-wracking, to be quite honest with you. So, just going to want to make sure that it gets down to the second one. See how I wanted to sit there? It still has to go down one more. So we're just going to ever so carefully use a pick to just get this to come down just a little bit. There we go. Come on. And again, be very careful with these parts. Be very careful with a pick too, because I almost just went to my finger there. All right. Come on, stop fighting me. Okay. Come on, one more. A little bit more. Whew. There we go. So as you can see there, now I've got the new ring on there. What bothers me is it seems like there should be something here, but it's just one of those things that doesn't require a ring around it, which is kind of weird to me, but you know. Now, what am I missing? Next, put this cap back on. Obviously it doesn't have to be oiled up, and obviously you can see the difference. Obviously new, old, clean, dirty. Okay, just fits on just like that. That's it. Alright, so up next we're going to lube this up just a little bit. We'll just finger lube it. I know this stuff sounds so wrong, but you know, it is what it is. I just feel like I guess this just stays in there. I don't know. It's just nerve-wracking because it seems like there should be another ring that would prevent oil from coming out, but I guess that's it right there. So that just goes right in here like that. Okay. Make sure to keep plenty of rags around just in case you gotta wipe. You gotta try to stay as clean as possible, or else, you know, the girlfriend will kill me. Alright, so this right here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to make sure that this is in all the way. So enough space on there. Yep, I kind of do. Okay, you heard it pop, but see that? It means it's not all the way down. So, okay, there we go. See? There you go. Okay, I'll stop spinning it now. But that is flat. This, I don't know, this just always bothers me. I don't know. I don't know if that's just a function of how these work or what, but as you can see, the plate has a little bit of play, but so did the other one. I guess that's just how they come. I'm not sure what Mitsubishi was thinking, but whatever. Okay. So now this is the fun part. Putting this part back together. Alright, so before this usually comes in separate pieces here. And I just wanted to keep it together to show you guys what it should look like. This one keeps sticking for some reason, but whatever. Okay, so now we have to put the other bearing in. Again, go through the same process of getting this out the package, and whoa, there we go. Yeah, nice catch. My God, really? Does this have to be the most difficult part? Okay. Again with the lubing. Really, I could have waited to put this on, but it's I kind of like having it there as a guide. And remember, there's a C-clip. There's already a clip that's already in here, so we're not touching that. But normally, you would take that out. Whew. Check this out. Sorry. So we're just going to make sure that's in. Gently. See how that sits flush? Which is very interesting to me. And again, there's nothing else. There's going to be something there holding it, but I would just think that it would be more secure. But they designed the turbo, not me. Next, this little ring here, which goes in. Well, I'm going to take it out of the package first. It's easier to show you that way. That ring goes in there exactly this way. I'm going to lube it just to be on the safe side. You know, better be safe than sorry, especially when it's going into your car. You know, it's always good to be patient as well. That just slides down there on top of that. So if you're paying attention, that's what that's going to look like, which just seems it's correct, but so that sits on top of there like that. Guys, so this is what's going on next, this plate here. Now I just want to show you something that's a little different. So top side, obviously you're seeing these little grooves up here, which I have no clue, sorry, I have no clue what that's for. I wish I knew. But backside, they did was they made extra, basically this holds more oil and allows oil to come in two places through here, kind of holds the oil right, slides the oil over, and then it's tough to see, but there's two more holes where the oil just comes through and basically lubes up the shaft. From this side. So this is going to go on next. And there's a pin that fits right in here, basically like a dowel pin in the engine, and it just fits right in there to help you guide that in. So carefully now you see there's the little pin right there. I'm trying to keep this as clean as possible. Of course it's going to get dirty and oily at some point. Okay, so there's your pin that holds this into place. Okay guys, so obviously up next we want to put this O-ring in, which sits, let's make sure, here like so. Just pain in the butt. And if you notice, I'm trying not to use the picks because I don't want to rip this. Ah, there we go. Don't even have to worry about it. There we go. There you go. So I'm just pointed out. There's your little rubber, your O-ring right there. I won't say it's little, but it's right there. Tell me how I'm doing so far, if you guys understand this. So up next, we gotta take this little clip here, goes around here. But first, it goes through here. So just bear with me. Actually, okay, yeah, we'll do this first. Because that's what the directions say. Okay. Oh god, that was way easier than the other one. So as you can see, that sits exactly like that. Now we're going to put this on first. I'm going to lube up the shaft here again, right here. Okay. I know it seems crazy, but that's just how I am. Crazy. Alright, so now we're going to put this in. Now, this little lip right here, or tongue, or whatever you want to call it, fits in right here. So, we'll let you... Carefully. Okay. There you go. Now that's in. Now up next, you got this. Please don't mind me. I don't know all the names of the parts, but there's also directions that usually come with these kits. These rebuild kits, I think I paid $35 for this rebuild kit on eBay. They're pretty common. And from what I've been told, they are pretty good. So, you know, don't be too nervous in getting these kits. And again, these are the directions right here, really. I mean, I'm just following step by step the directions as far as reassemble. So, you know, don't be scared. Alright guys, so up next is this plate here. Now I did lube it up, and it's kind of a little bit heavy actually. got some weight to it. Anyway, I did use white lithium grease, WD-40 white lithium grease, just to make this easier to slide on, because it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. Obviously you want it to fit the way it's supposed to. Now remember, there's that rubber O-ring gasket that's in there, and you just want to make sure that you get this back on properly. So here we go, without bending anything or breaking anything. It's not going to be easy. So I had to do something. I actually had to take this out, take this part out and then connect it, just because it's easier if you're pushing down from the top to get this to come in. Remember, there's that clip that goes around this, which has to help this sit flush. So again, take your time, make sure you're paying attention to directions, and it'll go a lot easier. Okay, so this is going to go back on here ever so carefully. Whew. A little nerve-wracking. Okay, so this has to obviously go down further, which I want to be careful here. Okay. Okay, well, not easy, but just applying pressure. Now, if you can see, sorry for the camera movement. Now, as you can see, there's right around here is where the C-clip needs to go to keep this all in place. So we will do that in a second. I just need a little bit of break. Something really quick, and this is helping me to know that whether I'm doing this right or wrong. So if you can see here, if I was doing this wrong, I wouldn't be able to do this, which is get this to rotate. So we're on the right path. Again, this isn't. If you follow directions, it's very simple, especially the directions that come with these kits. So I think the harder part is actually disassembling the turbo. It's kind of a pain in the butt, just in general. But with the right tools, it can be less of a pain in the butt, but still a pain in the butt. So, all right, guys. So next up is getting the C-clip to clamp this down, which obviously you can't do it by hand. Really, you need a tool. Fortunately, what I got was spreaders and closers. That sounds so wrong. Wow. Anyway, let's get this clip on. Bring it forward a little. Okay, here we go. Ooh, almost on the first try. I hate this. 8 C-clips. I'm sure there are better C-clip wow. Ooh, yes! Alright, let me just make sure that this is pushed down some. Just make sure that's down. Okay. Ooh, catfish. Yeah, Dion, that was for you. Catfish. Alright, guys, so I have actually, no, I didn't finish. I got one more thing, actually, a couple more things put on here. Excuse me. This big ass O-ring, that one goes right here. Oh my god, so difficult. Oh, that was so hard. And then red Loctite. The red Loctite is for this bolt here, which I just want to make sure that this is the correct one. Yep. So you're going to want to make sure to use your red Loctite to make sure that bolt does not come off, although I don't think this compressor wheel will ever come off again. Obviously you can see I put the Mamba one on there, which was very difficult, so I'm thinking that's never going to come off, and if I ever need a new cartridge, I'm going to have to get the whole cartridge. So oh well. So I'm just going to put thread a little bit on here like so. Well, that's a lot, but whatever. And then here. Alright, now I will tighten this down, but I just wanted to show you guys completed. And as you can see, that's annoying, as you can see, free spinning. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. You know, not hard when you follow the directions. And, you know, it takes a little bit of time. I'm not going to lie. Especially if you try to do it from start to finish, disassembling the turbo and putting it together. Expect a few hours if it's your first time actually doing this. If not, you know, obviously if you're an expert or pro, this shouldn't take you that long to do. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if you guys have had experience rebuilding a turbo and things like that, and let me know if there's anything that I missed or possibly missed. You know, and put it in the comment section so that way other people can see that you know, there are other steps and things like that. So, you know, I don't want to act like I'm like perfect or anything like that. I'm trying to be, but you know, nobody's perfect. So again, let me know in the comment section below what you think. Help each other out. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, you don't have to be great to get started. You just have to get started to be great. Peace. Oh God, it won't let me push the button. Peace. Get a billet compression wheel. Just know that that sumbitch is sharp as hell. Holy crap! I just look at that slice. I figure I'd gross you guys out too. Oh my God, that hurt like hell. Oh well. Chicks dig scars. Peace.